So, I've decided that today is going to be a true homage to the original Hasemage videos. Although, with the difference being that this camera actually has some Steadicam features, and I'm not pointing it at my feet anymore. I've given up on the concept of anonymity. So, I'm currently in a conundrum, and that conundrum is threefold. I guess I'll explain it like this. First, it's that I'm feeling weirdly lethargic about Hasemage creation of stuff lately. It's happened before. Last time it really happened, it resulted in months of not making videos, but also learning how to be better at making videos and getting better materials for that. But I don't think that's what this is. It's just that every time I seem to get into a rut with this channel, not that the content recently has been bad, I've been improving it slowly, but the problem is, every time I get into a standard formation process, I get sick of it fairly quickly. Last time that happened, as I said, I changed a lot of things about the channel. But before I did that, before I even got sick of it, I made 40 videos because I could make 4 in a day. And because I just could make them so much faster. But the problem is these videos take a lot longer, and although that's good, the result is that I noticed fairly quickly that I'm getting into this rut, this just make the same thing over and over again style that I seem to get into occasionally. Oh hey, again, like original Hasemage, showing my shadow. The thing is, one of the things I'd like to do in this channel, this being the second issue I have, is that I want to do things which take more preparation. For instance, I would like to improve the news series, perhaps even change its name, by finding articles, finding critiques of those articles, doing a real, basically writing like a one-page research paper on every single news story, and then, if not reading it straight out, having the research in my repertoire rather than simply going off of one article or video and saying my thoughts about it. But that leads into the second problem, which is that I've promised to continue making Hasemage videos twice a week, and I can't really. It's possible that I'll get more time, in fact even likely. As it currently stands, I'm currently taking 18 credits all at once, not the kind where they take up half a semester and then the other half you're taking another 9 credits or something like that. It's not one of those semesters. It's just 18 credits all at once. And I'm almost certainly going to drop at least 1 or 2 of these classes. When that happens, I'll have more time. But even so, I'm in this situation where I don't want to stop making this number of videos, but I feel so lethargic about making videos over and over again at this level. I know I can do more, I just also know that it would take me some time. I almost want to go down to 1 video a week, but that would present 2 problems. And this is what I'm currently tackling. I'm not immediately against the concept of switching down to 1 per week. It's not like the reviews are particularly exciting anyways. But the issue with this is that although one video a week, I could make it one project per week and devote my week up until the upload day to the creation of that video, all the time I can spare to it, and even sometimes some time that I shouldn't actually spare to it, I could do that. But the problem is with my main contents and my edited productions and the UEs, which will continue, I've been put into the situation where I don't know what it would be. Would it be the clean, concise, highly edited, you never even hear me breathe? I'm sure I miss one or two, but I try to cut all those out of the edited productions. Or would it be the solid, I'm a human being, you can hear me breathe, but on the other hand, this is still cut down so that it's specific 7-minute thing? And I don't know. I'm considering doing this for my own sanity and for the betterment of the channel. I don't think you guys like it too much either when I stick exclusively to one level of quality. I mean, my videos have been getting better. I've been getting better at making this level of video. So they've been getting better. It's just that for a long time on this channel, I've talked about how I want to make something, well, at first I was saying scripted, and then I tried pure scripted, and it doesn't really work. Here, you can... So, after that, I figured, okay, well, I'll try bullet points, and I'll try working out a more or less script and just reading it as best I can. And that worked, but it's still winged. Everything about this channel currently is still winged. I focus a little bit more on the notes. I have them here in my pocket, or I have a lot of them in my pocket anyways, and I can refer to them and just say, here is a note. This one's actually kind of tiny, but here's like a little note I made on a thing I want to talk about, not necessarily on Hasemage, but a thing that I thought I should think about later and not forget. And that's been working, but I've been wanting to move to a more organized creation making way, if that makes sense. All right. This is my explanation why there hasn't been a video, and if there isn't one next Thursday, yeah, if there isn't one next Tuesday, this is why. I'm thinking that in the very least, I'm gonna want to take a little bit of time to try to make this last video. Not last for the channel, but last for January, last for I don't know. This next video, if it works out, I suppose it is the last of the kind of uploading I've been trying for the last 2 months, where I would have 3 kinds of videos twice a week, and the beginning of a new era where I focus on one project per week with a much higher production quality. Now, I can do one thing per week if I care about it, and that's the upshot to doing this. That's been one of the reasons I've been getting so lethargic, I think, about the videos. And because I care about some of the topics, at least I care to a certain degree about all of them, Elsewise I wouldn't make a video about it, but like the reviews. Those are fun, even perhaps fun to write, where I get to try interesting drinks. Then I write what my thoughts are about them. But then I read it. That doesn't actually take too much time, only like 20 to 30 minutes. But then I edit it, then I get all the stuff together for it. I audio edit it, I video edit it, and I image edit it for the thumbnail. And all that takes a lot of time for something that I know isn't appreciated. I know that, you know, there are some people coming to my channel now, but even I can admit that the reviews are filler, but they still take a similar, if not the same amount of time as the full productions, the main contents. So I think I'll be moving into, yeah, you can consider this my weird, quirky return to the originals of Hasemage announcement, that I will be trying out, at least for a few weeks, a new system where I focus exclusively on projects I care about. And if I stop liking a project I'm doing, I will stop making it. And I will try to put more quality into these things. Not editing quality, like I once thought I could do. I have been doing, and I'm slowly getting better at that, but at one point I thought fancy animations and good editing would be the key to making this whole thing better, but my content needs to be good. I can watch Casey Neistat all I want. It doesn't change the fact that I'm a college student thinking about random stuff, and he's a multi-millionaire flying around on literal hovercrafts. So, fanciness is not going to be the goal anymore, like it was in these last 2 months, where it's fanciness and consistency. Instead, I'm going to focus on quality and interestingness, to put it straight. One thing I intend to improve, although these preliminary, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, never really seem to happen. I'm going to work on formatting the description into an actual tool, rather than, although I have slightly used it in this way recently, where I would describe things, I would explain things, I would explain a new series, and I probably still do that. I want to use the description of the video now as a source area. Also, I want to do things like put things on screen. That might not work out, considering my stuff has been primarily audio. Like I talked about before, how it's been almost like a podcast. But I want to try visuals. I want to see what happens when I put when I'm talking about a person, for instance, in these new videos I want to make, and I put their face up on screen. Then maybe I'm talking about that person is an author, and I put their book up next to their face. I want to do stuff like that. And I want to research more, and I want to have several articles in the description each time so I can talk about these things from a more complex manner. Maybe it won't work out. Maybe that's what the end is. But I'll try this, realize that it's not me, and I'll go back to this knowing that these 2 per week that I can just sort of get a little bit engrossed in, but still not really devote myself to videos, are what I really should do. Or maybe it's the end of those kind of videos. I don't know. Or maybe something new and unexpected will come out of this new time in Hasemage. I know there's been a lot of new times in Hasemage. There's gonna be a lot of new times in Hasemage, but anyways. I'm sorry for the rambly video. I'm not gonna edit this. It's a true homage to original Hasemage. Just me wandering around, talking about stuff, talking about myself more than my topic, which was, though it's something I kind of miss, it's also something I'm glad I stopped doing. I'm not that interesting, so that I don't really want to talk about my own feelings on Hasemage very often, but I'm glad that once in a while I'm able to. Alrighty, well, it's not even a Neo vlog, so I guess enjoy the dogs.